Hi folks, today I will play a bit with VcvRack and Opusmodus. It's very fun to use both this software together. So start with Opusmodus. I will define the size of my piece, so the number of bars. So 8 bars. Maybe some pitch material. We can start with a noise, normal distribution, maybe 32 event. I will put a seed to get always the same pitch content. So this is a noise. I will convert this noise to pitch. With a range from C3 to E4. So this is my pitches. If I evaluate, you can see here the pitch. Maybe for this demo, I will stay in a mode. So we can use tonality map, and we will use simple natural minor with root C4, and don't forget the map octave to repeat the mapping across the octave. So this is our pitch material. Okay. So this is our pitch material. I will divide a bit this pitch material. Division, I would just use then divide, and we divide pmat in sublist of 8 elements, 8 items. So now the musical line, we define line 1, and I will use for this example Gen filter Euclidean. So we need size. I will stay in 4/4 for this example, so 16 value. Between 8 and 16. As a pitch material, I will random sample some list in my divide material. So random sample the number of bars, so 8 bar size. And we will take this material from pmat dot dive. So pmat division. And finally, for the if you look at the parameter, we need the length value, so 16. So I generate the first line. I just evaluate this and okay. So we have the first line. We can try to experiment with VcvRack. We need a simple score. So I can do a simple score called temp. the minimum you have to indicate is the key signature. So in that case, I will use chromatic because it's not important, it's for MIDI. Naturally, it's C natural minor, but anyway. And a time signature for, that's the minimum now. And we need a tempo, let's say 120 for this simple example. So we will use our first instrument. The Opusmodus notation will be the content of the variable line 1. I will output on my ASC port, so my port on my Mac is called Bus1, it's my port 1, on MIDI channel 1. That's all. We have line 1, port, channel. Okay, we can close the score. So let's evaluate to see if no error. Evaluate score and send to LiveCoding. Okay, all fine. So now we need something in VcvRack. So for this example, I will use plates. This is a macro oscillator from VcvRack, so that one. For this first instrument, we need a MIDI CV. We're on bus 1 on channel 1. So I will trick from my gate and the octave value. What I will add, it would be better, I will add VCA, and the velocity will manage the VCA. So I go here and so we have a first instrument. So maybe we can use the second instrument with almost the same technique. So line 2, I will keep the same parameter for line 2. Just copy this instrument. Let's say this is instrument 2. It will play line 2 on channel 2. I can evaluate LiveCoding. I can take that, duplicate. So this is on channel 2, the octave. And the gate here, and again we will use the velocity here, out, Maybe we can change a bit the color of this timbre. So something like that. Maybe a little bit less. I can use the shortcut for LiveCoding to evaluate again my file. Maybe we can add some accents. We can play a bit with the parameter. For example, if I want a little bit more event, I can change here the number of events. Okay, now I will add a bass. So we need a transposition for the material 1 octave down, and we will use the same technique with the chain filter Euclidean. I will copy and paste that one. Again, a new instrument, I copy and paste the instrument 2 and create instrument 3. So it will play naturally the bass on channel 3. Let's mute this a bit. So on VCV, I can use maybe modern VCO. Naturally, I need again the MIDI part, so channel 3. I will use the V octave. For that one, for the bass, I will add an envelope. It will be better at ESR. So I will get my ADSR from MIDI, and I need a VCA for my to be driven by the ADSR. So the envelope drive VCA. This goes into this. And no, maybe for bass would be better. No, I will use a filter. I will add a filter. Well, that's okay. In fact, I can put the filter afterwards. So this is my output, and I will use the filter. Maybe that one. So Here it is. So my octave gate, maybe more attack for the bass. Let's solo this track. So this is the 3. Go back to Opusmodus. We have the bass channel 3. Okay, so now we need maybe a bit more rhythmic structure. So we will add a kick. I just repeat size, so I trim. I could use something like that, boom, 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 C4, C, but in VcvRack, when you send this, the gate is a bit too long to get a proper kick. So it's better to use a 8 value and do something like that. Okay. So basically, this is my kick. And I will here add the kick on instrument 4. Channel 4. Let's go to VcvRack. Add a kick. Need a MIDI CV. Channel 4. But I will not use the gate, I will use the retrigger output. It's shorter, so it's better for the kick. So let's send the kick here. And make a test. So, something very interesting. Now we will see how to use Opusmodus to generate a clock information. So we will be able to drive some VcvRack sequencer, but directly from Opusmodus. So let's define a clock. The best is to define the clock immediately to the speed you need. Naturally, I could use my kick as a clock, but because for my sequencer I need 16 value, I define clock 16. And I will again use gen trim. Size, naturally, the same technique. And so I need some 16 value, so 16, C4 to have a gate for my trigger for my clock, and just I repeat this 16 times. So if you evaluate that, you can see you have a correct clock. So we need to define the clock, naturally. So maybe we will not call it instrument, but clock. And this is display clock 16. You can define naturally clock 8, clock whatever you need. My clock will be on channel 5. Let's evaluate. All fine. So now we will use it. For that clock, I need to resave the MIDI on channel 5. I will use maybe as a sequencer slips from VcvRack. It's a very good, very interesting sequencer. And maybe palette for the sound. So I don't need any envelope or ADSR for that, it's included. So my gate will trigger here. My sequence is here. And to trigger the clock of my sequencer, I will use retrig from my channel 5. So this is my clock from Opusmodus. Here, this is that clock defined here. Comes here and will drive slips. We are in C minor, so maybe it will be better if we take the same tonality and just plug palette here. So about my delay, I think I can sync my delay to the kick because it's better when the delay is on sync. So I use my kick because it's on beat, or I could define a clock on beat naturally, but because my kick is on beat, so that's okay. This is a kind of clock for my synchronization of my delay line. So it would be better. Maybe I would get a strange sound at the start, but when the delay will synchronize, but after that it will be okay. My clock 16 is here. I have a sequencer connected, palette is connected. So let's play a bit with that. So it works. Let's have a look. Maybe 1 octave higher. Let's tweak a bit the probability. A bit of variation. It works, so you can synchronize Opusmodus perfectly with VcvRack. and naturally you can add many sequencers without any problem. Let's play a bit with that. So that's all for today. See you soon for another video. Bye bye.